All right, what's good, y'all? Is back. I'm back. Sorry about the not so good setup right now. I'm actually at one of my family's house right now at the crib because this is birthday. I want to come back to make this video. For a delay. This is gonna be a story time of actually how I came to Nevada. So where do I even start? So basically, I've been to Nevada more than once, but I actually moved here about a year ago. But I've been here at least 4 times, and I've known people that we so for y'all who don't know, so the reason why I moved to Nevada is my mom, she was adopted, which is how I was actually stayed in Mobile. Because of that is because she was adopted. So she found her biological family after like 36 years, 35, 34, something like that, because we've known them for about 4 years now. So we chose to move here because of that reason, because a lot of our family is kind of separated and scattered around the world. So we moved here for that reason. Um, so let me tell y'all the experience about actually driving here. So yes, we drove here. We were in the U-Haul from Mobile, Alabama, all the way to Nevada. And where we actually came to Nevada, if y'all wondering, was Fernley. So I can't tell y'all exactly every single spot we was in because it's been a while and I forgot every part. But we traveled across country. So I'll tell y'all my experiences, like my favorite. So first one I'll definitely have to say was being in Vegas. Vegas is a cool place. Even though I was younger, which I'm still young as I am now, but I was younger, so there was nothing I can do. I still can't do nothing because I'm only 16. But Vegas was really cool. Um, as is known, it's the town that doesn't sleep, the sinful place, whatever, whatever you do, all that stuff. So Vegas was pretty cool. Um, then I'd have to say places I didn't like. So I didn't like Texas. Um, the reason for that was Texas was a nice place per se, but I didn't like it because of how it was. It was very big, and we got lost. But we found our way. But it was just so big. It took us at least like 2 days to get out of Texas. And so what the Texas is, their sound was like saying Texas. The people here are friendly and drive safe and slow. That's not the case. People in Texas, if you ever play GTA, it's like that. People drive fast. So, and we're in a giant U-Haul. We're in like the biggest one that's like a 26 footer and all that. It was max, like it was filled to the brim. Also, yes, I am outside, so I'm like this, and I have it in a bad setup right now. I apologize for that again. Well, as I was saying, Texas was one of my least favorite places, not because of the way it was, but also we ate some food there, and I've always been told Texas food is really good. It wasn't the case for me because it was kind of bad, but yeah. So Texas was a place I didn't really like. Vegas I did like. Arizona was cool. I did like Arizona. It was more opened, and so yes, when I was in Arizona I actually didn't get to see the Grand Canyon, um but it was still cool. But okay, let me say this: it's a cool experience for the first time for someone who has not been to these places, and traveling across country is actually really fun. So that's exactly what I had did for my first time. It was really fun. I enjoyed it every way. I got sick a couple times, but it's still traveling across country, so it's fun. So only bad part about it was being in the U-Haul. If you've never been in it, for days it ends up sucking because there's not room. There's only 3 seats, and the middle seat is the worst spot to be in, and which is what I was in. So you don't really have a choice. If you're moving, you have to bring stuff from one place to another. You have no choice but to use that, unless you paid somebody to drive that while you actually fly there. But it was still a cool experience. I'm not gonna lie. Another place I did like was New Mexico. New Mexico was actually pretty dope, and it was different from what I expected. And I'm pretty sure I went to this gas station. I'm pretty sure it was in New Mexico, and in that gas station they had like this what's it called, like a museum but of classic cars and stuff. And I'm a big car guy myself. I'm still learning more about it, but I love cars. So just able to experiencing that was amazing for me, and I enjoyed it a lot. So the first time, but yeah, so we went through a bunch of different places. It took us at least like a week to get here. Usually it takes like what, like 2 days, because if you drive from when you wake up through night without sleeping, it takes about 2 days to get there. From what it says at least. But you're in a U-Haul, so it probably doesn't take that long. It probably takes longer than that. Yeah. So again, this is my story time. Um, so that was my experience with it. It was fun. Now, let me talk about when I've been to Nevada more than once. So the first time I went to Nevada, it was very different from where I'm from. And I was like, okay. So when we actually met the family, I was skeptical. I'm like, is this really our family? So I didn't really, I was on edge. But eventually I got to warm up to them. It was just, so it's a different experience, Um, it's hard to explain unless you've experienced it. Like if you go from a place you lived your whole life to a whole new place, that is going to be different. So here in Nevada, how it was, there was like, if you hate weather change, wait like 10 minutes, because here it can go from like 100 degrees to all of a sudden drops down to 20, and then it's snowing. And my first experience with that, actually, is funny now I'm talking about that. My first experience was, we were here where I'm at right now. We was actually at this house, in Fernley. So when we came out, all of a sudden I look in front of me, and then it's complete daytime, like it's sunny. I look to the left of me, it's raining. I look to the right of me, it's snowing, and then I look to behind me into sandstorm. So it was crazy. I was like, what is going on? Because that's not normal. I'm not used to that. So I was like, wow, this is really crazy. And the heat here is also different from where I'm from, which is Mobile, Alabama again. So the heat in Alabama, it's very it's not dry. It has humidity to it. It's very like wet compared to Nevada heat, which is very dry for being in the desert. Still a good experience. Just overall, it was a fun experience actually driving. Not driving, but overall fun getting here. Just sucks being in the U-Haul for like a whole week. Huh? I'm doing the video. In a terrible spot. Yeah, so in the U-Haul, it's fun experiencing all that for the first time, but it sucks being in the U-Haul for a week because it gets very uncomfortable quickly. The first maybe 5 hours wasn't that bad. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. After that, I was like, I don't want to be in this. I hated it so much. I never wanted to ride in a U-Haul again, which I had to do it more than once because we had to do 2 trips with driving. The second trip is the final time we came here, which is our actual moving point. So I didn't actually have my channel started back then because I wasn't thinking about it fully like that. Because I was just doing other things because I wanted to focus on myself with schooling and stuff. But if I had my channel, I definitely would have actually experienced that moments of getting to places, like actually doing the videos for that. So something I plan on in life to do is actually travel around the world, which is what I'm going to do. And yes, this is kind of all, so this is all related to how I traveled here. So eventually, yes, I will. Eventually, I definitely will do that, and it will be fun, I hope, because I like traveling. I want to experience the world again, experience places, figure out where I might move further in life. So if y'all are old enough and y'all thinking about want to go somewhere, excuse me, if y'all are older than me, because I'm 16, I still can't drive like that. But if y'all want to experience something on your own, I say definitely travel. Take a family trip, travel around the world. It's very fun. You get to see you get to see different sites. You know, you get to just see a whole bunch of new things that is something that you can't really ever see or experience by looking at the video. Yes, in the videos it can look cool, but it's a different experience and feeling when you're doing it yourself. So I would definitely say, in my opinion, for anybody who wants to, definitely do that. So yeah, that's what I would say. Definitely do that because it will be very fun. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for tuning in again. If I've missed anything, that I will remember when I make another video or when I upload again, because I have been behind schedule now. When I do it again, I will make sure to put anything else that I forgot in that next video I do. Until then, it's Grim Does It All. Thank you for tuning in. This is my story time of how I got to Nevada, and I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Peace.